Kenn Quinn. Please tell us where you're from and up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Can you hear me, Chairman? Thank you. Kenn Quinn again, Bridgeton, Maine. And again, I'm speaking on behalf of myself as a member of the public. I want to thank Representative Abramson for introducing this resolution. Our Declaration of Independence states that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, unquote. Jefferson, when he wrote that, he didn't say that all men are born equal, they're all created equal. And HCR4 seeks to protect the most basic right known to mankind, which is the right to life, which begins at conception. For far too long, the state legislatures have allowed our Constitution to be amended by usurpation instead of by the provision under Article 5. The Supreme Court has had judicial decisions made, which I would say Roe v. Wade is probably the worst. What's so important here is that in our amendment history, 4 of our amendments were proposed to overturn decisions of the U.S. Supreme Court. And that is the power of Article 5. The problem we have today is we're letting the courts make the laws. We have presidents who are changing our laws through executive orders. I saw today the president has issued 37 executive orders so far, violating, and this is all the presidents, Obama, Trump, you name them. They're violating their oath of office, and Congress has refused to do anything about this. They are expanding their powers, abdicating their legislative authority to bureaucracies, and it's only the states that are sitting back and letting this happen when they have the duty and the responsibility to push back and change this on our behalf. And so, unfortunately, if we don't take action through Article 5, I do not see things getting any better. The Federalist 85, Hamilton expressly explains that Article 5 is the ultimate check against the encroachments of the federal government. And he says this: we may safely rely on the disposition of the state legislatures to erect barriers against the encroachments of the national authority. That was the purpose they put the Article 5 Convention into our Constitution. And we are seeing encroachments on a daily basis. In closing, I would just like to share with you that Congress has introduced over 12,000 amendments to the U.S. Constitution since 1789, while the states have introduced 0 amendments under Article 5. Now, a lot of these amendments that Congress have introduced are phenomenal amendments, but they will never see the light of day because we can never get enough members. We need a 2/3 to pass this in both the House and the Senate, and they will not do that because they want to maintain the status quo and protect the establishment. And so what's important about this particular resolution is that the states tried to overturn this in the late 70s. 19 state legislatures applied for a convention for a right to life amendment, and it was because of the efforts of conspiracy groups like the John Birch Society, Eagle Forum, which was led by Phyllis Schlafly, and the League of Women Voters. These groups on both sides of the aisle use the fear of a runaway convention by getting people to doubt that we wouldn't know how the rules would work, that it was a constitutional convention, we couldn't control it. And so that fear derailed the effort by the state legislatures to get to a convention to overturn Roe v. Wade. And so what I am imploring you to do today is that we need to have fearless leaders that are not fearful of not knowing what the rules are, because as I mentioned in my previous testimony, we have the rules. We just need to use the rules that have been provided to us under Article 5 to use the authority that you, the state legislators, have to push back against the overreach of the federal government, the judicial activism of our courts, and the executive powers that we're seeing being abused by our presidents. And so I leave that up to you, and I encourage you to please support and pass HCR4. Thank you.